Hey there, it's John. Welcome back for round two. This is an 8-4 Tempest Remastered draft. So, round one, first game went very well. Our deck did excellent. Second, we had the we had the nut draw and just couldn't pull lands to save our life. Third, started out as a really good game. I think we're ready to kind of take control, and our opponent disconnected. So, here we are in round two, game one. I do like our deck a lot. Hopefully our draws will even out a little bit. That's the only thing I'd say about the first series of games. And we will go first. Yeah, we'll keep this. Yeah, sure. Why not? um, so we got two Carnophages into a Jackal on the play. I'm not too sad about that. Another black player, huh? Okay. All right, let's get in there. We are on the Suicide Black plan. Oh, interesting. Demir, huh? So, are we gonna play around Mana Leak? I say yes, we are. Just because we don't have a ton of plays, and if we lose our Jackal and Mana Leak, that will not be good for us. Oh, stack them. And we're not the ones that has to do anything right now. He's the one that needs to do something, or he's gonna lose the race. And he's got something. Edict. Okay, that's fair. That opens the door for our other creature, so that's quite alright. So we do need to start hitting some forests, though, at this point. Bottle gnomes. So do we want to untap? Probably don't need to bother, huh? It's just gonna get chump blocked. Okay. So unfortunately, no need to untap the Carnophage here, and unfortunately, no green land for us. And our high-end cards are green, which is a little awkward. Yeah, we've been fighting through some pretty odd draws today. I mean, we've been successful, but it just seems like this deck should be able to flow a lot better than it has been. It's a really strong deck. I really like the deck, but it's a little annoying that we just can't seem to hit colors or lands sometimes. Hmm. He's going to be doing some damage in the air. Um, Again, doesn't really make sense for us to untap him. Well, that's good to have. Maybe not as good as a forest. The longer the game goes, probably the worse it is going to be to have. I don't really think it's worth doing it to the Carnophage. Opponents in the tank, it seems. I know he's might be having some mana trouble too. He's also on 4 lands, although he has a nice mana sink here. He's going to clock us for 4. He only did 2, so he's got something else he wants to cast. Okay, sure. This time it makes sense to untap, just so we're not taking 2. Okay. So who do we want? I say let's go with the Waller because he's a little more expensive. Okay, so he's gonna get in for, he could potentially get in for 4. If we could get rid of that zombie, that would be really annoying for him. Because I don't think this guy's a zombie, right? He's a spirit. Casting something. So he's not going in for the damage. Okay, sure. I don't know if I want to take the 4 here from that. I think we chump block that. We're gonna really need something to turn the tide of this race. I don't think black mana is it. We got stuck on color. He's definitely stuck on lands too, but he's got some more plays than we've had. Hitting our removal would be great here too. If we could ever get forests, hitting an overrun would be pretty awesome too. We haven't been able to cast overrun yet this game. mostly because of land concerns. It's got something else to cast. Interesting. Okay, so now he's got a shadow creature too. Okay, sure. Well, he's just gonna bash in. So let's offer a trade for the shadow. He could save his if he wants to discard a card. He doesn't. It would take 2 to do this, but right now it's really our only option. But I think he's got us here. If I could pull a couple quick removal spells. Doesn't this thing, what does this do? Destroy it. That was blocking, not attacking. Yeah, that blocked. Yeah, I didn't think that worked. Yeah, that'll about do it for us. Now, again, if we had a more even draw, I think we would have been okay. Is it worth showing him this card? You can attack. He's only got to hit me for 3. Yeah, it's not worth showing him the card. Alright. So what do we want to do? We did see one. Eventually we get to the sideboard. We did see one shadow creature. So the maze is probably fine. Gosh, that game, even mulch would have been something for us. No, not really worried about artifacts. I mean, he had bottle gnomes, but that's too hot. Would have done nothing for us. So what can I get rid of here? I mean, his deck's fast enough. It's not super fast though. I was gonna say recycles. I'm just thinking recycle out. It's expensive. Alright, so we're on the play. This is round 2. We lost game 1, but to a very uneven draw. This is much better. Let's keep this. As long as we don't flood into land. Yeah, just weird draws today. I mean, we've been doing relatively well considering the fact that we are fighting through some pretty rough draws. And I like the deck a lot. That's what's kind of annoying. I feel like this deck could just go off if given the chance, but hey, is what it is. I do feel like we've played pretty well too, which, that feels good. If I can go through a round of, especially considering a new draft format that I've only played once before and not make any stupid mistakes with the cards, I'm pretty happy with myself there. So, sometimes you lose to the draw, And most of the time, there are things that I feel like I could have done differently, or real close decisions that could have turned the game out differently. But I didn't see any counter spells from him last game. Now here's the question: how aggressive do I want to get? I might just go. He could. He could have mana leak, but I just don't know if that's what his deck's doing. quite honestly. And he doesn't seem to have, oh, okay, there you go. Sure. Same thing that happened last time. So I'm just going to put this guy out then. We got a couple more good plays too, but we do need to start drawing into some heat. Okay. And we're off to the races. Oops, take this off. 2, 3. All right. Just playing the bigger creature here. I mean, even though I could chump block his shadow, right now I think unless he pulls ahead, I'm just going to hold that back and just keep trying to be as aggressive as possible. Because if he doesn't play anything here, we're in for 6 this turn. Now, that's a big leap of faith, but something sizable. Okay. 2/2 flyer, though, doesn't really help him unless he wants to chump with a regenerator, which I'm sure he doesn't want to do. Definitely sets us up for these jackals and for overrun later in the game. His Slayer has to attack, so he can't even chump block these jackals. This game we both are on our mana though, so he's got a nice chump blocker now, but it is going to tie up his mana. Okay. Makes him what, 5/5. That's nice. Oh, he's going all in. Look at him. I like it. That's a pretty good draw. I thought he'd have something. Mm-hmm. Just because he attacked with that flyer. But that taps him out. So now we can chomp. Actually, do we even need to jump? If he came in with everything? It's risky to not. Can he hit me for 3 without red mana? I don't think he can. So I think we just take this. I did a set review on this set. I hope I'm not forgetting a card. Killer Whale. So he can stop us from killing him. That's what we wanted to see. Alright. He can give the whale flying, and I think we're dead. Yeah, I don't think there's any way out of this. You can block. All I can really do is hope he doesn't see it, I guess, but he's got us. So, should we have blocked? If we block, I don't know for sure we would have been able to get out of this. Because we would have had to, well, we probably would have won. But I just wasn't thinking about Killer Whale. Because there aren't any other 3-power flyers I can think of in blue-black. There's white-black. There's red that has big flyers. Yeah, he got us. Oh, well. I kind of wish we chump blocked there. But live and learn. And, yeah, Killer Whale. Didn't think of it. Alright, good beats. I like the deck. It's kind of sad. I feel like it could have gotten there. But, hey, we did alright, so I'm not too sad about it. Hey, thanks for watching, as always. And if you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. Have a great day.